The number one exercise for distance runners is the Bulgarian split squat. And here's why. It actually works on three things that runners need. Number one, it helps work on muscle imbalances. So if you have one side that's slightly stronger or slightly weaker than the other, performing a traditional deadlift or a squat, you're not gonna be able to really work on those differences. And a Bulgarian split squat it's very single leg dominant, where the leg that's out in front, we're really loading this leg. The back leg's really more for balance. So you're really able to load up one side and work on these muscle imbalances. So as you perform a Bulgarian split squat, keep a note and make sure of, hey, what side feels weaker or stronger. It'll give you a great idea of what side is weaker. Number two, a Bulgarian split squat will help improve your balance. That front leg, again, the leg that's out in front of you is doing all the work. The leg that's back, that's just for a little bit of support. As you lean more onto that front leg, you're really turning it more into a single leg exercise. And runners, what's running? It's a single leg hop over and over again. So as you do a Bulgarian split squat, you're working on your balance at the same time. So I really love taking our shoes off and really working on pushing that big toe into the ground as we're performing these. And you can load these up, but it's a great exercise to improve, yes, strength on both sides, but also improve your balance. The third reason why I love Bulgarian split squats is it will actually improve your hip mobility. Now, when we run, the leg that's behind you, this hip is getting stretched into hip extension, and we want a good amount of this motion. One of my mentors, Kelly Starrett, says the more hip extension you have, the younger you are. If you're lacking hip extension, that's not a good sign of longevity, especially as a runner. So as you're performing these Bulgarian split squats, that leg that's behind you, as you go down into the split squat, you're gonna feel a massive stretch on the front of that leg that's behind you. And you can actually get to the bottom, hold that a couple seconds, come on back up. Even if you're going down and up a little bit faster, you're gonna feel that stretch. It's a great exercise. Hey, you're working on strength, you can get a little bit of mobility work in at the same time in that trailing leg. For the Bulgarian split squat, we have a couple different variations. Number one is no weight. You're just going as far down as you can, coming back up, pushing that ground away, feeling your glutes engage. Second variation here is we're leaning a little bit more forwards, loading that front leg. As we load this front leg, it's gonna put more demand on this, turning it more into a single leg exercise, making it more challenging. Third variation, we have a goblet kettlebell Bulgarian split squat, holding that kettlebell in front of you. Again, changing that weight depending on where you're at. Number four, we have a kettlebell split squat, holding it on one side, the other side is going to tax your core. And then last but not least, we have a barbell variation in the front rack. You can really load up a lot of weight here if you want to get heavy.